Hello and welcome to the Harmony of Minds podcast. Now, Harmony of Minds is a mental health initiative that brings about mental health awareness through the creative arts. And when we talk about the podcast, the Harmony of Mind podcast, we bring for you stories from individuals in the creative sector. They come to tell us about their story, how they began their creativity, how they are going, what are their, what are those niches, what are those stories that they can tell us so that they can empower us, you and me. And I am very happy here to be with Mitch Isabirye. He is a poet, he is a storyteller, he is an environmentalist, and he's going to talk about himself. And I am very happy to be in studio with him today. And yes, Mitch, greet the people.
This is an English show.
Yeah.
Damn.
We can do Ugandan English, really.
But good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mitch Isabirye. I'm a human being. It's weird. The fact that you need to tick squares that have bridges to verify that you're human. Life is weird. Like see how low we've gotten.
I'm not
but
a
yeah,
robot.
yeah, I'm not a robot, but I'm human. I'm a positive person. I try to live life. I'm a son. I'm a lover.
Not a husband?
I'm so many things. Yeah, I'm a lover. Yeah.
Wow, interesting, Mitch. So tell us a little bit more about yourself and especially your creativity as a poet. Where did it all begin?
Given the nature of podcast, I want to tell. I write from a dark place. Like I write from a dark place. My inspiration is actually dark. Every time I'm stuck somewhere, I write to snap out of it.
Yeah.
So while my inspiration is dark, I write positivity. I write light.
Into the dark.
Yeah, because some of the thoughts are heavy to me as a person, but I break them down so that people can take them on lightly. But I'm a writer of life. I feel like people are living life and I'm just a witness. And I've been doing it for a long time, but professionally, I think 2018, 2019. So yeah, that's when I started writing.
When did you first know that it is poetry that I would love to express the kind of like heaviness in the darkness that you felt? Because someone...
No, but the inspiration. The first time I got to it wasn't dark. I'm an environmentalist actually, not advocate because I paid so much money to study. I have a background in environmental science.
Wow.
So one day we are attending this climate change boot camp, and two gentlemen come through. The story people, and are doing this amazing stuff about poetry and environment. Actually, for me, during that boot camp, it's one of those things that stood out for me. So that was like my spark for me. I started interesting myself with the art. But for me, just to know about poetry, it exists and everything, I think that is like 2017. 2017.
So meaning the environmental aspect of you ignited the poetry. Not the heaviness.
No.
Oh, wow.
Because I was like, yeah, this is cool stuff.
Wow.
Yeah, this is cool stuff. So yeah, that's how I started.
So many people use spoken word to, obviously you use it to advocate for, you're not an advocate, but use it probably to advocate for the environment.
When I get paid, yes. When I get paid, I advocate for things.
Yeah.
No, I need to be real with myself. It is a job now, but once in a while,
But how was the transition from it being something that maybe you're passionate about to it being a sustainable career?
It comes from a point of frustration, man. You have these dreams. You're like, man, I need to. Because my media plan was like, 26, 25, you're somewhere stable, you have a job, income is coming through. You have someone and stuff. Nah, stuff never worked out. But it came from a point of so for me to pursue it professionally, it was like a fallback position for me.
Wow, wow. It's interesting because the recent episodes that we've had here, were talking about the OMEX report
Yeah,
that
yeah.
they had for 2025, and one of the findings was like 3% of the musicians do not make they make 0 shillings from their creativity. What do you think leads to that kind of like margin?
The reality is our talent alone contributes like 10% of being an artist. There are so many things that there is positioning, there is luck, there is good timing, there is having a good team around you, there is even family being supportive, there is the business of the art, like so many things.
Wow.
There is consistency, showing up even moments when you don't want. So many things make an artist besides talent.
With the, because you've talked about you talked about you being breathing,
Yeah.
and for me as a person who has had a lived experience with mental health, do you think, have you found like people who are in the creative sector who say the same statements, and what comes to mind when you hear that statement?
The reality is, let me be specific about poetry or spoken word as a genre. It's one of those art forms that are not paying more, but art used to be for the privileged.
Yeah.
Leave alone lately where people are doing it for survival. I mean, from way back, no, your family had to have enough money for you to go and be a poet laureate for a kingdom or a nation, or be a visual artist or what. But no, because but when you look at poetry or spoken word as an art form, it's one of those art forms that are healing when you focus it on for other reasons. Because it's community, it's people, it allows you to express yourself, and I feel like the more you express yourself, it's like a burden, because I feel like as an artist, every time you perform or do something, you leave part of you on stage.
True.
So if you're sharing this burden, I feel like you leave some of it on stage where you've expressed yourself. So it is healing, but when you focus on it for the money, it is depressing actually. So yeah.
Wow, interesting.
So it is a
Very
double-edged
interesting.
sword.
Very interesting. So I have seen your work all over TikTok and Instagram.
Yeah.
It has sort of like become an anthem for, maybe, like, I remember you talked about how the youth are faring,
Yeah.
of how the Christmas issue of mothers delaying to prepare food.
Yeah.
You getting that traction, has it brought any negative sort of like attention to you that you deal with, or and if you do, how do you deal with it?
I think I'm good. One time I keep reminding myself, I'm like, you've managed to write all these things because you live life. The moment it takes that element away from you, then you just need to stop doing it. So I keep reminding myself, I mean, live life. I tell myself inside my head, I'm like, the person on stage and the person living life are totally different. So yeah.
Wow, that's a good
So
way
it's
to
one
put
of the
it out
things I
there.
keep telling myself: stay humble. You have to live life so that you can write.
Yeah.
So if I stop living life now, what will I be writing about? Because I write about the most subtle and basic things of about life. I feel I write about things people see but don't notice. So it's one of those things I write and people take a pause, because life is happening so fast. So sometimes it's I just write so that someone can take a pause in life,
And
and
reflect
you start
about,
noticing the things.
yes.
You're like, actually, life is beautiful. There are so many small things we can look. Yeah.
Wow, interesting. You've talked about living life, and at the moment, in how we live nowadays, like, it's really tough. Like,
Yeah.
in our generation, I believe, and I think most people that I meet can affirm to that it's becoming tough. The job insecurity, financial insecurity, and now currently we are speaking about wars and all those other things. and also the information overload. We know too much.
Do we
Sometimes
know
it's
too much?
unnecessary.
No, we don't
We don't know too
know.
much. We know
No.
unnecessarily.
People, I feel like with access to information, we might be the dumbest group of people out there, man. It's too.
Yeah.
We can easily access information, but we don't. People are not informed, man. With all these things, I don't feel like we know too much, man.
You think we know? Okay, I would love to
feel
say
like
maybe we know unnecessary information.
we got comfortable with not knowing. That's all I can say, man.
Yeah. Okay. So do you think that unknowing really creates a mental health issue with Ugandans, especially in the creative industry or in the poetry industry?
I feel like the issue of mental illness, to tackle this thing, we need to, because I'm going to ask you the thing. What is your tribe? What is your tribe?
I'm a Mtoro.
You're Mtoro. What is depression in Rutoro?
Depression. Okura kubi.
No, that's so cool. Are you sure that is depression? No.
No, it's obviously because language is culture, right?
So I'm driving towards something.
Yes.
I feel like you know, what is it? Is it a spaceship or like a spaceship or they launch a what? Those like a rocket or something like that. You know, we have a name for it, Echizongirizi. Then an alien we're like Echimenke. Why don't we have a name for depression? So while we're looking at a top level, most of the things are culturally deep-rooted. How do we approach the things? Because the fact that we've not acknowledged it culturally or at that lower level, then we are not doing anything here. Because I think the way we operate as people, we can name anything. Why have we not found a name for depression?
Interesting.
Because if it's there, why don't know it? Because I know people are even. I listen to radio. People even have local names for MBs, internet, all the things, and the things are near and that. So why isn't it there? You know. So until we acknowledge it from a cultural perspective, then we shall. I'm not saying we are not making a good job or progress to shed light that the fact that it's happening, but I think the groundbreaking thing would happen if we acknowledge it from a cultural perspective.
Wow.
You go to Acholi, we're like, yeah, Acholi, hey, depression is this. In Uganda, depression is this, depression is this. This is something I usually say. You know what the Katikiro has done, the Katikiro of Uganda? He will just wake up one day and is like, don't play this artist anywhere, and they won't play it. Imagine the power he has if he woke up one day, all the cultural leaders, the religious leaders, and they're like, this is depression, this is the new name. How do we think about it?
Wow. Wow. I think you've talked about something so valid, and it's even something that I hinted on, like language.
Yeah.
I think we are lacking the right language for many times in medicine and also in mental health. Well, and this goes out to cultural practitioners, and because we have to work as unison.
But I think it also comes. Let me talk from a poetic sense or from an artist sense. I feel like it goes out to we've I hope this segment or this podcast can go as far as wide. We've come up with the word gumite, man. Gumite. It's whoever can create any word for depression, we can take it on and we can use that to explain the situation. Let's not wait for them. I mean, language evolves and get. So whoever can come up with a word or something, man, or whoever can help me come up with the word, we can create it together. That's all. Any language.
Beautiful.
So,
beautiful.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm loving the discussion that we are having. Are we on X right now? Because we need this. So if we are to talk about poetry, you've talked about like things that many youth struggle with. How do you think poetry is therapy to some, because for me, there is the one that you talked about, how the youth struggle. You wake up in the morning, you don't know where to get the money for the next day and everything. So for me, it spoke to me. Listening to it, it spoke to me as an individual. But then, how do you think it is therapy for maybe the next person who could listen to your poetry?
This is, you know how people say Ugandans, we joke a lot even in serious situations. To me, I think it's a coping mechanism. We're not unserious, but that is how we cope with life.
Yeah.
So sometimes if someone can relate to me, I don't want you to look at it from a metric of how, because I'm an artist, but sometimes I'm just getting something of me. It has nothing. It has nothing to do with another person. You know what I mean? So first it has to be, how am I feeling when I put that out there? Am I feeling right? Yes. Has it served the purpose? Yes. If someone out there relates, then it serves more purpose. I usually tell people, man, this might come up rude or something, but I really don't care how the other person feels like. You know what I mean? I appreciate when it makes impact. I'm like, oh, this person can relate, but I think it's not my responsibility. My responsibility is I've created and I've put something out there.
Yeah. So, meaning if someone tells you, oh, I listened to your poetry, it helped me deal with this and this, has going
I
through
really
this.
appreciate. I really appreciate.
Oh, I thought
I really
you
appreciate.
really.
I'm like, I really appreciate. But no, because the reason why you're saying that it's okay. So what happens? Because if you're saying I should care, or I should be equally responsible for how the person feels if they feel good. So that means if I make someone feel bad, I should also be equally responsible. You understand what I mean? So it
takes that responsibility.
it doesn't work. So I'm like, you know what, I'm just creating and what. So yeah, it's one of the things I'm like, guys, I've just created. If it makes you feel good, I'm really appreciative.
Yeah. Wow, that's a good perspective to have, because we're in a generation where people are creating art for the masses or for the algorithms. How do you maneuver to stay authentic to your story?
I write my truth. I usually tell people, gano mazima gange, like it is my truth. I was having a conversation with someone and they're like, yeah, I listen to South African poets. They talk about apartheid, racism and did things. And I'm like,
that's not us,
chances might be high. None of my ancestors was taken as a slave. Do I sympathize? Do I have apathy towards them? I do. Do I have empathy? I do. I feel for them. But it is not my story. You know what I mean? But this is my story. There are some things I'm like, yes, that is my story. They're like, I struggle with sleep. That is my story. Unemployment. That is my story. So I just feel like everyone has a story to tell, and there are so many ears for everyone. So yeah, just be
who you are.
Yeah.
Okay. Why Uganda poetry?
Like I said, man, it comes back to, you know, sometimes people tell me, why don't you translate these pieces to English? Because I'm like, because even the way I was thinking about them, it wasn't in English. I have a piece about Kampala, and I'm like, akateebiko biyenje bundonko kwenye munyera sembera wano. Whoever has been around Kampala can resonate with the sound, but the moment I translate it, it is a totally different thing. You know what I mean? So while I write for myself, I also write for the people. I'm like, it's the people want to listen, but what do the people want to listen to? So while I write my truth. Sometimes my truth is in Uganda. You know what I mean?
Wow.
But I do write in English because when I'm performing outside of the country, I'm performing in English. And also, yeah.
When you perform outside the country, do you get stories from the spaces that you're going to? Do you observe?
No, it is a Ugandan story.
You tell the Ugandan story.
I'm there as a Ugandan.
Oh, wow, interesting.
While some things can cut across globally because it's a global thing. Some things about identity, belonging, and what. But there's something that it's the Ugandan story. I'm like an ambassador. I've taken, so yeah. While I try as much as possible, because I try to even explain the context before some nice to the people, so that they can try to appreciate the position I'm coming from. And yeah.
Oh, wow, interesting. You have been in the industry since 2018, right? How?
All right, 2018. No, I
Yes,
just said 2018 as just introduced.
You just
But I think to be
introduced.
deliberate, I should say 2022, to be deliberate, I'm
2022.
like, you know what, this is what I'm going to do here,
Yeah.
2022.
So from that time, what has been the evolution? Have you seen, like, has there been growth in the poetry space?
I don't know what metric we should use for growth, the numbers, people attending, the shows or what.
People attending, but also I think mainly the reception of poetry. Like, how are people perceiving? Are they seeing it as a hobby, or are they seeing it as someone that is actually putting out a brand out there?
Is it my question to answer, or it is to the audience?
To like
Because
in your own what is your
this side of, because you see now, me, it has been progressive work. You know what I mean? It's not that you can. Well, I'm not where I was, but I'm not where I want to be.
Yeah.
But all I'm saying is I would be a wrong person to use, because you know, you can easily tell change.
Yeah.
When you jump from here and like in the next minute but for me it has been baby steps and what. So I don't know if it's growth or it's the process. It's I'm just following through the pattern that is supposed to be there.
Oh, wow. Because the reason as to why I'm asking is because you're in the industry and you have, if it's like 2020, those are like 5 years, 4 years.
Yeah.
Whereby you're looking at, like, when I was beginning, people used to take poetry seriously. You had to really fully introduce yourself so much, and now you're in spaces whereby when they mention, poetry, they speak, their names that are spoken, Kagai, Mitch, Isabirye, and all these other poets. So what is your feel or your observation?
All I can say, I'm grateful and graceful. I'm optimistic. There are so many opportunities that can come through, and what I've seen. I've seen many kids come through. I've seen many leave and not working it. So for me, there is this attachment that I can. The POV I use, because when you talk about statistically, if only 2 people have made it and 20 people just fell out of the spaces, I mean, is that really growth? You know what I mean? So the turnover, people keep coming and going. So I don't know the metric, but all I'm saying is there is hope, opportunities, and I'm grateful and I'm graceful. So
yeah. What future do you see when you sit down and you're like, if, like how you've been saying, like, where I am is not where I want to be, so which future do you see as the Ugandan poetry space or industry? Which future do you envision, maybe as you're going to sleep or as you're planning?
The transition is, how do we transit from just being a poetry scene to being a fully fledged poetry industry? How do people become how does it become sustainable? Like someone just wakes up one day, how does it there are some actually huge steps that have been made, especially shout out to Bayimba Foundation, because these guys went further to try to develop it as curriculum that can be trained as a course, and also to figure out financial literacy and what. So these are things we didn't have, but I'm happy any kid out there can learn from the mistakes and lessons we did. So
Wow. So the future is a sustainability and also having people come on board
It
and
is
support the
sustainability. It is
industry.
sustainability. So yeah.
Wow, wow, wow. Interesting. If we are to talk about the evolution of spoken word or poetry in Uganda, personally, from the time that I was at campus,
Yeah.
because for us, when we were at campus, poetry was just a place to hang out and have fun.
Oh.
And I think
Which year are we talking
because
about?
that was I think 2012, 13.
Damn.
Yeah.
Hey, I
Yeah.
didn't know it even exists.
Yeah. So it was like a few people, friends of yours, people that were passionate, people that were sometimes it's even like something that someone else was doing, and then someone is like
Yeah.
saying what someone else has already done on the internet.
Yeah.
And yes, and so that was what was happening. But now I'm seeing like kelele, I'm seeing so many like foundations and groups and these associations coming up, and I'm seeing the evolution of it.
Yeah.
I know right now you're saying how old.
No, man. No,
So
It's okay. No, you started young.
yeah. No,
It's a
please.
flex, man. It's a
No,
flex.
please.
It's a flex.
So
But yeah.
what opportunities do you think now, just basing on the story that I have maybe told you, but what opportunities do you think, if, for example, someone who's aspiring to be a poet is listening to the show right now or the podcast right now, what opportunities do you think are available there for any poet that is beginning?
First of all, we need to tell people the truth and be honest. Being an artist, it is depressing. No, we need to tell the people. No, we need to give people all the information so that they know what they're stepping into.
Yes.
Now, the other thing is, before the artist starts supporting the person, you need a hustle that supports the person.
Repeat that again.
Before the artist or the art starts supporting the person, you need a hustle that supports the person.
Before the person before the person supports their art.
No, before the art starts supporting you.
Oh, yeah.
You need a hustle that supports you.
Wow.
I mean, because you're not going to come from wherever. But like I said, man, art used to be for the privileged. Because for you to step out, you need cushion. You have a fallback position. But imagine you're waking up one day, you're like, I need to be an artist. You need to pay rent, the black tax around it and everything. Now, it's one of those hard things to maneuver. You have to play your cards. It is a gamble. So it's one of those things. But it is I'm at a point where I'm happy, man. I'm seeing so many people out there putting their work, investing. People deliberate about the prices. They're like, this is my rate card, this is what I want to be paid. People are investing in training spaces and all these things. I think we've made I don't want to say giant leap, but yeah, there is a leap. So yeah.
Wow, that's hopeful. It's
very,
hopeful.
very, very.
But also what I like is like you're telling people the bitter truth, the reality, what is happening, so that they make informed decisions.
Yeah, actually.
Do you think because of that, artists especially, okay, let me say in the creative sector, because it's that I think the challenges are the same, both like in poetry, it's also the same for music.
Yeah.
Do you think they should begin early to start pursuing?
I feel like whenever I feel you're ready, man, you're ready. I just feel like this should be a personal initiative. Because I look at me, man, just getting to know about poetry is because I have no literature background. I don't even want to say I have a reading culture. I was those kids who are fully active, man.
Yeah.
They just look for me like 7 p.m.
Yeah.
Then I'll come back, shower. I'm tired and sleep. So it's one of those things I've learned and learned. But I just feel like whenever it's time, all you have to do is we just need to introduce the young people to so many things, so that they can, by the time they make
decision.
decision, it is informed. That's all I can say. So whatever, it just has to be informed.
Wow.
So yeah.
So this is I just want to have like a short, not a short break, but to just talk about something that's let me just use this camera, about Stream East. Stream East is a streaming platform for Ugandan creatives, especially films. It is on on the Apple Store and also the App Store and also Google Play Store. Please, if you want to know more about the Stream East app, you go on streameastfilms.com. Again, let me do this again, www.streameastfilms.com. You will find the African films from East African communities, Rwanda, Uganda, Rwanda, Uganda, Kenya, Burundi, Ethiopia. You can find quite a number of films. You pay 1,500 per movie. That is rental fees. And please enjoy yourself some Ugandan content. Now, the steps for registration: number one, you click and then you register, or if you're already registered, you log in, then find the authentication, and then fill in the registration form and then navigate to your movies. So that is what Stream East app, that's what the Stream East app does for us. It gives us Ugandan content, and we are very happy to have that.
But you know, we've come from far, man. You know, there was a time coming from a video library with a CD in your hand used to be a flex. But now we have Stream East.
Yeah, we have Stream East for
that.
that.
People are making, but so people should be Stream East.
Stream East, like
you're not worried. Your CD will have a scratch.
No, you don't have to worry about that.
No, and it's the same price actually for renting a movie from. So yeah, man, support.
It used to be
support our people, man. 1,500.
Yeah, 1,500. So it's all the same, and this is to promote, because most cases we complain that our content is not out there, Ugandans are not supporting. So this is a place where you can support your Ugandan content, especially for those that are in the creative sector. We as creatives, I think we are responsible to grow the creative industry. If at all the masses are not, let's be the people that champion creative sustainability. Yes, so that's just having a small break. Before, I wanted to go and check what is on YouTube. For those of you that have joined us, thank you for joining us. I'm trying to find where for those of you that are joining us, thanks for joining us right now. Yep. So let's first go back to our, I was just checking. Just checking. So anyway, we have talked about your journey as poetry, because I remember when I read your it talks about coming from Kosovo.
No, Kasokoso, man.
Kasokoso, sorry.
Kasokoso, yes.
Yes, where is Kasokoso?
Stock City, man. Stock City.
Where is it? The name is familiar.
You can access it. It neighbors Mutungo. It neighbors Chireka. So
okay.
Chirinya. So it's somewhere in between.
Wow.
So yeah.
Interesting. I was thinking of it like being in the city, like in the middle of the city.
Yeah, what do you mean? Is that village?
But that side, it's like on the outskirts.
Of what?
Of the city.
No, that's a city itself. What do you mean outskirts?
Okay.
Stock City. It is a city.
Stock City. All right. You know, for me, I come from off the city. I come from off the city. So
no, but it's up country starts from what? Nigeria, Chaliwa, Jala, what? But Kasokoso in the city.
It's in the city. All right. So, what does success look like to you as an artist today?
I feel like success has no metric, man. It's one of those things that are measured by stories, and sometimes it's people actually to
Really? That's the people that
No, because
give
it's
the
people.
meter
It's
for
people listening
success.
to the story, and sometimes, sometimes for someone to be success. Let me give you an example. Um, who is the richest man right now in Uganda?
And it's a deal.
Okay, imagine Sudhir's son. I feel like the more the story is sad, the more people attach success to you, because you cannot tell people you've never been in a taxi or what, and they're like, you're successful. I feel like so. But me, I've not struggled too much, so I don't want to come up with those sad stories and people have sympathy and whatnot.
So let me just ask, for example, if you finish a Mitch manifest,
yeah.
doesn't that feel like success to you? Is it worth celebrating at the end of the day?
To any artist who has produced shows or something,
Yeah.
part of you stays there, but you don't even know why you keep doing it.
So is it
So I just feel like the success, we should say let me say it like this: the success of this podcast is the fact that it is happening.
Yeah.
We don't have to look at the numbers. That should be like further way, like the fact that it has happened,
Yeah.
it is a success. So I feel like, because it takes someone who is brave enough to do something. So for me, yeah, I feel like for me, as a creative success, doing something, that is already a success.
I'm glad you say that, because I was like, no, I've seen so many projects that you've done. I remember the one that you did, I think during COVID, the silent poetry.
Man,
I think
COVID, I didn't do anything.
It was after COVID.
Yeah, it was
But it was still, I think it was
the first manifest was 2022 actually.
Yeah, it was still during the COVID time. It wasn't locked down.
Yeah,
but it was still like just post-COVID.
Yeah,
but I think for me,
2022. So yeah.
that was something that was so successful. I think to your brand.
Yeah, but for me, the success is the fact that I keep doing it. The fact that I've done it. The fact that even the artwork is out, even I feel like that should be success.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that should count as success.
That's so beautiful to hear. Then what advice would you give to a young creative growing up in like, who has grown up like in Kosovo and feels
why
like
do
their
you keep
voice
saying Kosovo?
Sorry,
Man?
Kasokoso.
What do you keep?
Okay, like I've ever worked in Kosovo, so that's why it's like familiar. Okay, Kasokoso, and feels like their voice doesn't matter.
I feel like, man, your story is valid. Just own your story. That's so much. There are so many ears for all of us.
Interesting. That's a very powerful. There are so many ears for all of us. It's like the sky is big enough for all the stars.
Man, as long as everyone can listen. I mean,
yeah. So that's the word you're giving to someone that is voiceless. Do you have pointers that you can give to a dreamer out there who feels like their dream is too big for them to accomplish?
First thing first, man, wake up and stop dreaming. The other thing is
Jesus, bitch. Okay.
I usually tell people you need a baseline to measure how far you've come.
Yes.
So I mean, start. However bad you've started, that is the baseline you'll use to measure your growth or development. So just start, man. Just start.
Wow, that's powerful. Just start.
Yeah.
What is one conversation about mental health that artists in Uganda need to start having more openly?
I know the society pressures are so much and all the things, the expectations, but I mean, just be humble, man. Keep living life.
Yeah.
I feel like there is a way people see you as a different person, but they forget. I mean, you're normal. You have emotions. You get hurt. You do all these things. I feel like you should first treat yourself that, I mean, it is okay to be vulnerable. It is okay to be sad. It is okay to be broke. It is okay to... And the other thing, man, I know fake it until you make it, but man, sometimes you need to live within your means. Now, some of the
Yeah.
things affecting our artists is that the expectations the society is putting on them, and also keep yourself grounded, or keep around people that will help you keep grounded, and they remind you where you started. They remind you like this is just a small step forward, and they remind you things happen and what. So yeah. Community, man, just be part of a community as well. So yeah, because sometimes you need people that understand what you're going through. So yeah.
Oh, that's actually powerful. You need to be with people that understand what you're going through.
Yeah.
Wow. I think that has spoken to me. So let's talk about if your poetry could change one thing in the society, what would it be?
Nothing.
Nothing. Okay. If, for example, I'm giving just an example with the current situation of how this is what I'm talking about, like in the creative sector, especially the economic instability, the job insecurity. What message do you think you can tell an artist who is in that dilemma, who is in fear of maybe what's going to happen in the next 3 months?
Man,
What
get
would you
a
tell
job,
them?
man. Get a job.
Wow.
Listen, man. You see, the reality is sometimes we underplay the issue of finances.
Yes.
Like I said, man, talent contributes only 10%. There are so many vicious reinforcing factors that make someone to be an artist. And you know, I usually tell people, man, whenever people want to use me as, I have a science background. Whenever people want to use me as an example, I'm like, actually, statistically, I'm an outlier. I'm not even significant. You cannot use me to justify anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You cannot use me to justify anything. But yes, I try to inspire people and what. But until there is like, man, 100 of me, then you're like, oh, statistically, if we can have 100 out of what? Out of 1,000, that is 10%. It's still low, but you know what I mean. But okay, we say,
It's
okay,
much more
100
better,
out.
yeah.
So yeah, it's something like that.
Oh, so I understand what you're trying to say, like you need, like there is no celebration right now because the statistics are not giving the hope that you have.
No. All I'm saying is the hope should be more statistical. One thing, you see motivational speakers, they will get one scenario and they will milk it. But this is one occurrence in over like a million occurrences. Like, how does that even... No, it doesn't work like that. So I feel like we need to be more real when approaching these things. I'm not saying your dream is valid. You have to do what you have to do and everything, but
get a job.
Finances, man. Like you need a hustle that supports the artist, but it will depress you, man. It will. Because if you're being a full-time artist, you just have to make sure every day you leave the house, you're getting paid, man. Like anyone else. Every day you're doing anything artistically, you're getting paid. That is one way. But yeah, we need to be real when we are telling people what's up.
And I love that about this conversation. It's the rawness and the realness. You're not giving people hope, which is, you're not giving people false hope. You're actually telling them what is out there. Like, yes, follow your creativity, because when you do your creativity and your expression, you feel better about yourself.
It will work
but
out.
The finances...
Yeah, there are some other things. Because let me tell you, if you have a hustle that is supporting you, you have leverage. You won't even take some shady deals because you know what I mean. Because
absolutely.
let me tell you, this is a statement I say that if you go to a negotiation table when you're hungry,
Mm.
even when I give you popcorns, you'll have them.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Wow, yeah.
But if you go like you're done eating and everything, I mean, no one is giving you popcorns or even a plate of food. You're like, guy, I can have this. So yeah, it's some of the things in it.
Wow. So meaning, as those that are in the creative industry, they have to first get a financial sort of like plan before they fully say I'm a full-time artist.
By the time you decide to go all out there, just make sure it works out.
Yeah.
And I feel like if you put in effort, eventually it works out, but it doesn't work out from the start. So what are you going to be doing when it's not working out in the meantime?
Yeah. Wow, that's interesting. Cause most cases when it comes to people in the creative sector in general, in the creative industry in general, they are so passionate.
Yeah.
And they sometimes forget, because I remember one time I went for, I think it was even a Bayimba festival.
Yeah.
And they were talking about, I've forgotten his name. He was talking about, like, as an artist, you're actually a company, not even a business alone. You're a company. In you there is like the board members, in you there is all these other people. And the moment you treat it as one, then you start to ask yourself the tough questions.
Yeah.
But do you think poetry is receptive in the corporate spaces? Because
actually, yeah, they can pay, man. They can pay. I just feel like, you see, now money can come from everywhere. Let me give you an example. You can find people in Chikogo. These are people who have disposable income. Like every day, someone can make like 50K, 100K.
Yeah.
So all I'm saying is those people can afford to pay 30K for your show without waiting for a salary. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So how do we teach them to listen? How do we tailor our stuff for them? Everyone has money, but they
Actually,
just need
that's the story I want to hear.
They just need to people just need to identify with the artist, and they're like, because I can give you an example. Most of the shows that have sold out, anyway, everyone has their niche. I mean, you can I'm like, you know what, I'm at Serena, my tickets are 150K.
Yeah.
But I mean, by the time you're doing 150K,
you've really walked
you've really walked. So you understand what I mean? And then someone is going to say, the market is big. The products are many. Everyone can sell. Then you can say, like, you know what? Me, my show is at Cricket over 20K. And the other guy is like, I'll ride from morning. By midday, I have money for the ticket. I come and watch the show. And I have my brother take me back. Do you understand all those dynamics and that? So I feel like just carve out your niche, your market niche, but also extend so much grace to yourself, you know. Yeah, so yeah, as an artist,
why are you saying
extend so much
like
grace.
Artists are so hard on themselves?
Yeah, don't be hard on yourself. Yeah, don't be hard on yourself. So,
wow.
Allow yourself to grow, make mistakes, improve, enjoy every moment.
That's it. I like that you're coming to a brighter part of the journey. So we're going to a phase. It's called rapid fire. So
how
fire,
rapid is it?
Yeah, it is like I ask a question and then you answer immediately. No thinking, no what, no wrong answers, no correct answers. You just answer, right? It's just like a fun way to just answer, questions. Okay, one word that describes poetry to you.
Grace.
Okay, grace. So when I say, which word am I going to say to mean that time is ticking? Nkokonyi, when you hear nkokonyi, it means time is running out. All right.
What?
Nkokonyi. Who said nkokonyi, kiminyi, munyera, and all those things. Okay. The first poem that made you fall in love with spoken word.
Oh, this poem, original Mutabaruka.
From the environmental bootcamp, right?
No,
okay.
Jamaica.
No,
the other pieces introduced me to poetry, but falling in love. This poem, original Mutabaruka. He's a legend, man.
Wow.
Yeah.
I need to check him
from
out.
Jamaica. He's a legend. Jamaica.
All right. The Ugandan artist who inspires you the most.
I mean, every Ugandan artist.
Every Ugandan artist. All right. A place in Kampala where creativity feels alive.
National Theatre.
National Theatre. All right. One emotion that fuels your best writing.
Brokenness.
Oh my goodness. Not a heartbreak.
No, brokenness. This is a job, man.
Wow, but it's valid.
Yeah,
it's really valid. Like, there is nothing by that pushes me to work hard more than when I need money. I know. Yeah. The book every young creative should read.
Damn.
Wait.
I need. No. No. This is. I'm forgetting. There is a book. It's about marketing and man. Kaga introduced me to the book, but I'm forgetting it. But I hope I can remember it and I share with it, because this is information.
We'll keep moving.
But it's about marketing. Okay,
can you just tell us about some of the things that you know about the book, about the marketing that you learned? Maybe a creative out there would love to know.
People buy the brand. No, people buy the artist and not the art. People pay the brand and not the artist. So yeah.
Wow. I'll think about that later. Poetry or music, which influences you more?
And poetry. It is the oldest form of art to ever exist.
Most people say it's music. What do you say poetry?
People spoke before they would sing.
Yeah. If you're to talk about it like that.
And from African perspective, we spoke before we would write. So,
before writing came into play.
I mean, we live for poetry.
But no, I think it was music. Why? Why am I arguing? I think it was music, especially for African, because poetry, I think, involves writing. Am I correct?
No.
Should I be ashamed?
I mean, it has, when we say spoken word poetry, it is spoken word poetry. Okay. So our people, oral literature is the oldest forms. Our people had conversations. We had storytelling around the fireplace. So we spoke before we could even sing.
Clap on that. Okay. So I'm only clapping. Okay. One stage performance. Oh, no. Hold on. One thing people misunderstand about spoken word.
They think it's for the elite only, but it's for everyone. We've had it around here for so long.
Okay. It's like our forefathers have had it.
Anyone who can listen, anyone who can comprehend, anyone who has ears.
If it speaks to you. Yeah. Stage performance or writing in solitude?
I don't know at this point.
You don't know?
No, I don't know.
Okay, let me repeat it again.
Yeah.
Stage performance or writing in solitude?
No, I'm saying I don't know.
Okay, if poetry disappeared tomorrow, what art form would you pursue?
I would look for poetry.
You would look for it until you find it?
Yeah, I would look for poetry.
Wow.
So I would become an explorer.
For poetry?
Yeah, I would explore to find it.
That's interesting. So kindly tell, a poet out there, any information or any advice that you think that they
Write. Keep writing, write.
Right. Have you write, but also work, get a job.
Like how who's that guy? Peng. Wandika. So Wandika. Right. Wandika. Right. Yeah, just try it, man. Just try it. Yeah,
wow. I've had such an amazing time, and I've loved your insight, and also the way you talk about the rawness of the creative industry. Most cases we come and we encourage people, you can make it, or make it light.
Yeah.
We put some positive spin on it, but creatives out there, especially those that are already in the industry.
This is a conversation about mental health. I don't want to be the reason why I make more people depressed.
Wow.
That is hypocritical. We are talking about mental health. Yeah. And then I'm just giving people false hope and they end up being depressed. Is it serving the purpose?
That's true.
Or I'm just enabling. But
I love that. I love that you have been that truthful, and you've also given maybe if you could give any anything positive that you can give. Probably if you had like had a success, maybe there was like a downfall, and then like all of a sudden something successful came out.
I say, man, I write from a dark place, so me writing pulls me out of that dark place.
Wow.
That's what I can say. So yeah.
Therefore, creatives, keep on creating, even when you're not actively in your creativity.
And create. It
Keep
is
on
good for the soul. It is good for the soul.
Because sometimes when you commercialize your creativity, you forget to create for you.
Listen, it becomes a job.
Yeah, it becomes a job.
It becomes a job. And let me tell you, this is one thing about. So for any creative out there, man, the moment you step on stage, people don't care what you're going through. All they care is about you taking them through what they're going through. So look out for yourself, you know, take care of yourself, take care of your soul, take a break.
Amen.
Fill that cup, stay around creatives, take care of your mental health.
Yeah.
Have some money, go on a vacation. Some people, the last vacation they went for was senior 6 vacation. For vacation. Okay, sure.
Take yourself out, creatives.
Take a break. Life never stops.
Take a break.
Yeah,
life
never
never stops.
Yeah.
Wow. That's it from Mitch, guys. For me, I have learned a lot, and I hope you've learned a lot as well. So until we meet again on Wednesday, I would love to still say goodbye. And Mitch, please say goodbye to the people.
Guys, if you see me around Kampala, you give me a hug, and you also squeeze like a 20K in my hand. But yeah, it has been amazing. I'm really grateful. Some of these conversations, the uncomfortable topics, these are things we need. But also, like I said, whoever out there that can come up with a local name for depression, mental health, or anything, I mean, I'm down for that to help create.
We shall push it.
Yeah.
Give us the hashtag. We shall hashtag it.
Yeah, we better, man.
Okay, until we meet on Wednesday next week, goodbye.